Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Raila Odinga shocked the entire country when he announced that he's not going to participate actively in Kenyan politics moving forward, and that he's going now to focus more on his bid of becoming the chair of the African Union Commission.
To begin to work for the continent once I'm elected. And that's going to be in February next year. At the moment, I'm involved in the campaign. But that does not mean that Kenya ceases to exist. I'm not going to be very active in Kenyan politics henceforth, as I continue now to focus my attention on the continental campaign. But it is a phase, it is a transitional phase from active participation in Kenyan politics to moving towards African continental politics.
In short, Raila Odinga announced to the country that he's quitting Kenyan politics. And the question which most of you guys have been asking, especially on this platform, is what next for ODM party? Can ODM party survive minus Raila Amolo Odinga? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this particular video. But before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And for this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a request to you guys. Please press that thumbs up button. And of course, if you can, ensure you drop the comment. But don't forget to press that thumbs up button. Ladies and gentlemen, can ODM party survive minus Raila Amolo Odinga in the picture? That is a question which most of ODM supporters have been asking themselves for a very long time now. Remember, initially, Raila Odinga announced that he was going to run for the African Union Commission. By that time, ODM party had two deputy party leaders, Ali Hassan Joho and Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. And even at that time, it became very difficult to pick between Oparanya and Joho who was going to take over. In fact, Raila Odinga went further and announced to the country that in his absence, the two gentlemen were going to take over. Then recently, we saw Raila Odinga nominating or donating his experts to serve in government. He donated Ali Hassan Joho, the deputy party leader. He donated Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, the deputy party leader. He also donated John Mbadi, the ODM national chairperson, and of course Opiyo Wandayi, the minority leader in the National Assembly, to serve in government. In short, those four individuals had to resign from the ODM party leadership, which means ODM was now being confronted with a totally new political dynamic. And then changes were made. From those changes, Gladys Wanga was appointed the chairperson, which is a good move. Arati, Abdul Somad Nasir, and Osotsi became ODM deputy chairpersons, or deputy party leaders, sorry. So which means from two deputy party leaders, now we have three. So who is going to take over in case Raila Odinga is out? And yesterday's announcement is actually going to have serious political implication in the Republic of Kenya. So in the video, I want to explain to you guys what next for ODM party. Before you do that, allow me to take the opportunity also to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into your Mpesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the pinned comment to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, what next for ODM party? Can you imagine ODM party minus Raila Odinga? Because we all know that since its formation, it has always been about Raila Amolo Odinga. So several questions are going to arise. Number one, there is that fear factor in ODM party. The fear that Raila Odinga is now gone. And several questions comes into mind. Can ODM survive minus Raila? Because, like, for example, I've been attending ODM meetings. Sometimes the moment Raila Odinga finishes his speech, people would always leave. Basically, ODM is Raila and Raila is ODM. Can it survive? Will ODM party break in the absence of Raila Odinga? Can factions emerge because of competing interest? I'm seeing moves by Babu Wino. Babu Wino is clearly charting his own political path. And Babu Wino has substantial support. Will he break from the party? And how many ODM members will follow him? For example, what about ODM strongholds? I want to give you the case of, let's say, coastal region or the Luhya nation. In the absence of Raila Amolo Odinga, can ODM still hold sway in the coastal region? Can ODM party still hold sway, for example, in the Luhya nation? So there's that fear. How will ODM party overcome that fear? They need to revamp the party structures. That's number one. Number two is the question about the presidency. Raila Odinga is 79-year-old. And as we speak in the Republic of Kenya, there are people who were born when Raila Odinga was already contesting. And now they're adults. Some voted in the last election, some are still going to vote. So which means Raila Odinga has stayed in the Republic of Kenya for a long time contesting for the presidency. Can ODM sponsor another candidate in the absence of Raila Odinga? Of course, I know it's possible. ODM can sponsor a candidate minus Raila Odinga, but who is that candidate? How long will it take ODM party for them to have another leader who is acceptable? How long do you think it will take for ODM party, again, to have someone who is acceptable within the party? Swala nyeti. That's another very tough question. Yeah? But the most important question, can ODM win seats minus Raila Odinga being on the ballot? Because, you know, every time Raila Odinga is on the ballot, for example, in Nyanza, whenever Raila Odinga is on the ballot, people vote for ODM party because they want to give Raila Odinga the soldiers to help him in war. Now, in case Raila Odinga is not on the presidential ballot, will the people still vote to give Raila Odinga the soldiers? And that is a very difficult question. We should be disturbing the ODM brigades. Because if they cannot win seats, because Raila Odinga is out of the question, then something is wrong somewhere. And the party will be weakened. So the question about Raila Odinga being on the ballot is there. How can they overcome it? For me, they can overcome that by ensuring that they have proper party structures and one of them emerges and that person is either packaged, ready for the presidency in 2027 or maybe in future. That's number two. Number three, the next ODM leader. As we speak, Raila Odinga has left the party. Joho is out. Oparanya is out. John Mbadi is out. Wandai is out. Those 4 people actually wanted to be the party leader in the absence of Raila Odinga. Very interesting. All of them are now out. Who is remaining? Simba Arati, Abdul Somad Nasser, and Ososi. Remember, Ososi was appointed to hold brief for Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. Oparanya made that very clear that, for me, I'm leaving and I want Ososi here so that in case of anything I can come, Ososi will leave. That's a very bad politics. It cannot work. The moment Ososi sits there, is the deputy party leader, and there's no way he will be removed. But the question is, can they manage to get someone to emerge? I'd put my hopes on Simba Arati. But in 2022, Simba Arati will still be defending his seat. I don't know what will happen in 20 for Arati post 2027. Bobo Wino was also emerging because Bobo Wino is probably the only ODM leader who is enjoying massive support across the nation. But he's unwanted. So which means ODM party is facing that dilemma, a new leader. But what can they do for a new leader to emerge within ODM party? What do you think they can do? Of course, just allow these guys to compete. I would want a situation where Raila Odinga will then subject the 3 deputy party leaders to run and maybe another person, so that the person who will emerge the highest number of delegates is appointed the chairperson. Is appointed the party leader. But without the party leader, going to be very difficult politics for Raila Odinga. Of course, it's also strategic for Raila Odinga not to appoint a party leader because he's still the party leader. Another important thing is the future coalition. Raila Odinga, ODM were in Azimio. I've seen calls for Azimio to be disbanded from both sides. Kalonzo has called for that. Opondo Kaloma was very clear that we need to dissolve ODM party, part ways, and chart on path. But can ODM minus Raila Odinga win the presidency without future coalition? And in the absence of Raila Odinga, which party will be willing to enter into coalition arrangement with Raila Odinga? And by who? Or with who? Because there must always be a figurehead somewhere. Of course, the other important thing is the 2027 politics. Pre and post. With Raila Odinga out of the picture, what is the future for Raila Odinga, for ODM party and their supporters post 2027 politics? Because for 2027, Ruto is keen on working with ODM party. But what about post? When Raila Odinga is now totally out of it. Will ODM survive? Maybe you can let me know what you think. But for me, I find ODM party to be in a very difficult situation. I don't know what you think. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.